Good afternoon, guys. Sorry it's delayed. It is Monday the 19th of February, and today we have my good wife Michelle in the house. Say hello, Michelle.
Hello.
She's a bit camera shy, so it's just me. But hopefully we'll get her in hair and makeup in the next couple of weeks, and she can come on the video as well. So yeah, not much happening this week with the house in Yorkshire. We're still at the situation where the solicitors reached out to their solicitors and waiting to rectify the issue with the right of way between the house and the garden. But in all fairness, solicitors have been really good. So we're going to ask Michelle a few questions, put her on the spot. She has no idea what I'm going to ask. So we'll see what she thinks. So Michelle, what's your thoughts about the process with the buy-to-let in Yorkshire? I can pause it for so long. What's your opinion? Do you think I'm crazy? I mean, the one thing with Michelle, she has always supported me. When I set the business up, she was there. When we bought the house, it was tough. You know, our mortgage was ridiculous. But she's always been there and supported in the background. So when I came to you and said, let's do property. Let's get into the property game. Because you know it's been longer than the 3 or 4 months I've been doing it. We talked about it probably a year and a half ago, didn't we?
We did.
And what's one of my little dreams? It was to do property up, wanted to do a property up.
It was.
Yeah. And...
But at the time when we spoke about it, I don't think it was the right time.
Yeah. And I kept looking into things, didn't we? And then we said, like, no time. So like, that's when I joined the property circle. And I mean, Michelle hears me talk a lot to her, but she doesn't kind of get involved in the day-to-day. You've watched the live, haven't you?
I have. Yeah. I've watched a live. I've watched a few. But I tend to sort of
stay in the background, yeah.
Sit back and just stay in the background.
So what do you think about my knowledge now? Do you think in the last 3 months, I've gained a lot of knowledge? I know I've got a long way to go.
Yeah, definitely gained a lot more knowledge. Yeah, he's even tried some of the knowledge he's gained out on our own house.
I'm not know also nothing, but just, you know, getting passionate about property and taking my time, because I rush things.
Oh God, yeah, he was a rusher. Any DIY or anything, it was like, it's got to be done there and then. It was a case of, rather than taking his time, he'd be like, nah, it's all right, get it done. And I'd be like, no, just chill, just take your time.
So the right tools, and I take my time now, and I'm proud of the work. And if the boss signs it off, it's good. It's like I've got some silicone to do in the bathroom. I've got the silicone. I've got all the stuff to do it. But just at the moment, my head's not in the right place to actually get the job done properly. So just put it on hold. It's not going anywhere, and it's watertight in it. So yeah. Why Yorkshire, hon? Because I come back and told you.
Yeah, I was a bit shocked when he come back and said Yorkshire. I was like, Yorkshire?
But you viewed the house on the video as well,
yeah, viewed the house on the videos, and it was like, yeah, actually, it looks okay. You know, had a little bit of nose on the area, location, and it doesn't look too bad. It's actually close to the sea.
Yeah,
you know,
it's not that far from the sea. Well, down about, but
it's, you know,
so we could turn it into. I mean, we talked about turning into a bit of a holiday let, didn't we? If we need to,
we did.
Keep it for a couple of. I mean, in the ideal world, maybe we stretched ourselves. I mean, when this is like money talking, but we had a budget for the JV, and we got a budget for the house in Yorkshire, and it costs more than you think. So we had to put some of our savings. So sheer horror when Michelle says, "Honey, I've just £1,000." Yeah. So I've just moved it to the other company. She's like, "Oh, our savings." Yeah. But she's on board because she knows it's what we're pulling now. We'll get back in, you know. And she's always good like that. We're not starving at the moment, am we?
Oh God, no, not worrying. You know, it's one of them. It's just like, yeah, just roll with it.
So if the house in Yorkshire, we have to pull out and lose what we worked out £4,000. What's your thoughts on that? I'll put you on the spot. Now, I know you weren't happy. I know she wasn't happy, but
it's one of them. You just roll with it, move on, and just move
get the money back in it. work
Just
a bit
move to the
harder.
next venture.
So do you think,
We never worry about if it's one of them where we lose the money, then we just work that little bit harder and get some more money and move on to the next thing.
so anyway, we tell the viewers, the listeners, the watchers, the YouTube subscribers, what happened on Saturday, hon?
It was my hen do.
Second one.
Second hen do,
Yeah.
because we are renewing our wedding vows
Yeah, third week in March. And where are we doing that, hon?
on a cruise
That's
around the Canary Islands.
So that'd be really nice. And the thing is, we've had the same marriage as other people, up and down, but we've stayed together, and we've been together. Oh, God, be careful, guys. 20 years. I keep saying 20. She doesn't shout at me when I say 20. Married for 16. Proposed to her year before, about 18 months ago. Booked it. She had no idea. And I've just said to her, anything you want. And the costs have gone out of spiral a bit, haven't they? But we're just doing it week by week, month by month, and there's no point where I want to say no, a reasonable point. But Michelle is quite frugal as well. She's not going to go, oh, we want vol au vents when we don't really like vol au vents, and she's no drama queen. So anyway, get back to where you went on Saturday.
Well, it was all a surprise. I had no idea where I was going, no idea what I was doing. So, decided to set a theme, and it was my idea to set this theme, and it was an 80s theme. So we all had to dress up in 80s, and I had no idea how anybody was going to dress up.
Guys, I'm going to put an image on there and an image on there, just a couple of the dressed up, and I'll put them one outside of the other, so you can just see them all dressed up. Very good, actually.
So, so as I say, had no idea where we were going, and we left the house at
10 o'clock, was it? No, about 11:15.
11:45 on the morning. And as you can imagine, obviously walking the streets at 11:45 in the morning in 80s gear, yeah, you get a few looks.
On the train to Birmingham.
And then we jumped on a train to Birmingham. Yeah, definitely some strange looks. Still didn't know where I was going at this point. And then we rock up to Bar 1. And
which is, I think, is in Birmingham. I mean, I helped my eldest daughter arrange it. I just kind of seeded some ideas. We went backwards and forwards, but she did a lot of the heavy lifting on it, and I think she worked out rather well, didn't he? So what was the first thing you did?
We did cocktail making.
And then from the videos I saw,
Oh my God,
they was having a really good fun.
it was amazing.
So do you recommend somebody does that
Definitely.
just as a bit of a laugh?
As a bit of a laugh. It is absolutely amazing.
And where did you go on from there?
And then from there, we then went to Las Iguanas for bottomless brunch.
So guys, well, I'll stop you there, Michelle. So my idea was afternoon tea, because I kind of knew the drill, but my daughter went for the bottomless brunch, and I thought it's going to be a bit too much alcohol, on top of alcohol, because I knew what was coming towards the end. But I put that out to the group afterwards, and they good call, bottomless brunch. You didn't think much of the food as well, did you?
We ended up having to send the food back because it was cold.
And then where did you go on to there?
And then from there,
this is the good bit, guys.
From there, we then went to the train station, walking through the shopping centres to Moore Street.
What time was that? Was it probably about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
coming
So
on.
the shopping centres were packed. So we had even more some strange looks.
It's Birmingham, guys. What do you get in Birmingham? It's fine. Birmingham's fine.
Yeah, so we made it over to Moore Street, and we headed over to Stourbridge.
We went to Stourbridge.
And
We went to the classic.
Weatherspoons.
Went to classic Weatherspoons for food.
And again, the food wasn't brilliant.
It's a budget pub though, isn't it?
Yeah, but even then, I mean, we've been to Wetherspoons and we've had some decent meals.
To be fair, I'm not the biggest fan.
No, we did when we went to Wales.
But we had that bad experience. We went to Blackpool bad experience, and we went to Weston-super-Mare, and we had twice of our bad experiences.
Yeah,
but for the budget.
Yeah, it's hit and miss.
And then they ended up in where?
The River Rooms
in Stourbridge, which is like where all the tribute bands
go. Where the tribute bands.
And finish the night off. And did you have a good night?
Yeah, it was an ABBA tribute.
Yeah. So, and they was all dressed ABBA-esque, if that a word, guys. So that was a great weekend, and mine's coming up in 2 weeks' time. I don't know if I'm going to video that at all.
Oh yeah, he's going to video it. Oh, trust me, he's going to video it.
And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to the renewal. And we are like splashing out like it's a wedding, new suits. I picked up the last of the suits today and a pair of shirts because we're one short. Really nice, quite reasonable as well, wasn't it? Reasonable price. We've got the cake to do. We sent a wedding reception invitation. Hi guys, right, so we had a bit of buzzing, so we're going to redo the ending. So, Michelle's with us. Hello, Michelle.
Hi.
So basically, we were just saying, we're well chilled about the wedding preparations, not long to go with her now. Just got to get in touch with TUI and find the details. They were supposed to call us like last week or the week before, but we're just going to wait till the beginning of the month or next week and then see where we are with everything. So I hope you can hear me well, because the buzzing was the microphone. So I was just saying, I went to Taekwondo yesterday for the second time. Last week was fantastic because I moved clubs and it was a bit of a upheaval for me, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, a big decision. But I did 2-hour boot camp, squad training, and then that was tough. And then I did 2 hours of Taekwondo this morning. I couldn't get out of bed, it hurt. Yeah. I took a tumble on my arm, might be red. All here, it's hurting here. We did press-ups, sit-ups, running, kicking, sparring, patterns, normal stuff, but it's a really good level. So what do you think of your first, we'll call it a podcast because you can't see Michelle, but you can see me. So, and actually, she comes across on camera quite posh, But yeah, we love life, don't we? And, I'm the stress head. I'm the one who stresses. Michelle's a bit chilled and calm. So she balances me out. I'm running around everywhere trying to do this hobby. And Michelle's the one who keeps me balanced. So it's a good partnership in it.
It is.
And she, as I said, she does support me. And I think when she gets involved, once we get the property, I think she's going to have a bit more involvement. But it's someone you can bounce ideas off, and sometimes it's better than having arguments about your decision making. So, and I'm getting better at that now. I'll just take my time, make decisions. But I think it's important to make that decision. We've done that like time and time again. We just go, right, we're buying a house where we'll look, and then we found it, and we're just buying this one, didn't we? There wasn't really no drama, was there? There wasn't none of them big decisions. Quickly before we go. So the first house we bought, the first house we rented went to
You're not telling the story.
Yeah, I'm going to tell that story. So
please don't.
You can imagine like the stress of trying to find a place and with the kids. And I mean, like I didn't know I was moving in with her. She just kind of said, you're moving in as well. So basically this one house and looked really nice, and the rent was fine, wasn't it? Yeah, but I mean, it was acceptable. So Michelle, the agent was coming about 10 minutes later. Michelle,
looking through the windows.
The box and through the window, go, can't have this house. I said, this was a rented house, why not? Don't like the doors. I'm like, babe, don't be complaining. No. And she wouldn't move into that place, would you? She just wouldn't, based on these doors that she didn't like, which we probably could have changed. But I would laugh because he was like, went to the next one and said, look at the doors first. So every time we looked at the property, we always look at the doors first. And it did make me chuckle. Still tease her about it now. But you know what? We've been through the ringer, haven't we?
We have.
We moved into this house. We didn't get a removal van. We literally used the car. And when I say...
No, we didn't. We had a removal van for this one. It was when we moved. When we moved from the private... from the privately rented into the housing
When they have
association.
the, stuff on the roof, and I went through like one of them in the car park.
Oh, yeah, that would
through
be.
Sedgley, I think.
Yeah, that was when you was bringing the table to here.
Yeah,
And that was with your brother.
I forgot the legs was. So we put the table. It wasn't in the roof, straight on the roof, and we underneath, and basically we had to go through this. It wasn't a bridge. It was like through a car park in one way, and basically caught one of the legs tonight, snapped the leg. I was like, oh god, we had to have a new table and everything. We tried mending it. I think we mended it for 6 months, and then you put your foot down. But listen, as I say, with the property, there's not much going on. Hopefully, things will start progressing nicely now, and we'll just see. Hopefully, we'll make a decision, because I'm not having it carrying on and on and on. There's opportunities out there in that.
There is. We'll only wait so long. I mean, we were told, it was quite funny really, because before Christmas, we were actually told, oh, it's got to be done quick. 8 weeks.
Yeah,
and we were like, oh, great, and then like weeks later, it's them that are holding everything up, and it's like, come on now, I'm getting bored.
See, I find that's been a challenge for me, the slow speed of things. I'm used to making the decision, buying the products, selling them. I'll know instantly if I've made a good decision or bad, and this one is like, it gives you a lot of time to change your mind and dither and dada. Well, luckily I'm no dither and dada, am I? I'm all in. I'm straight in or not in. And if I fall out of love with someone, I'm just done. I think I was too short in it.
I'm getting bored. To be honest, I've got to admit, I am getting a bit
fed up with it.
Yeah.
I know. But it'll come good or it won't. And I think what we probably need to do now then is probably save under the 10 grand and buy in the Midlands. A bit closer to home, whether it be another flip, JV, or the buy to let. See, in the back of your mind, you've got to be worrying about the new rules maybe coming in. We're possibly going to have a new government Labour. They could rip up the rule book. But you know what? Not worrying about that, because how I think of that is, if we have to change things, so do how many landlords out there? You know what I mean? So. And I think everybody will be in the same boat. So, anyway, till next week. Sorry about, it was a full video, and then we got buzzing. So we think that was to do with one of the microphones going down. But they are pretty good, aren't they?
They are.
Quite louder when you work them properly. So me being techie, didn't even know there was a button to pull on there. So, but like guys, we'll catch you next week. Probably just be me. Might be so we call her Mrs. M. Mrs. M. She's the DM in DM UK property. So anyway, guys, thanks very much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week.